Hello, my people. A new year has arrived, and before anything else, I want to wish you clarity, strength, discipline, peace of mind, and the kind of growth that changes your life from the inside out. This is 2026. Not just another date on the calendar, but a reset point. A moment where the past finally loosens its grip, and the future starts listening to your decisions. You didn't click this video by accident. Something inside you is tired of repeating the same year with a different number. Something inside you wants more control, more confidence, more direction. This video isn't here to excite you for 5 minutes. It's here to guide you through real changes that last. Changes in how you think, how you act, how you speak, and how you live. And yes, while you're changing your life, you'll also be strengthening your English, not just by listening, but by training your mind to think, process, and express itself in English. If you're serious about upgrading both your future and your communication, subscribe now and commit to this journey with English Verse. Let's begin. The first move is releasing the version of you that no longer fits. This isn't about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about refusing to drag it into your future. Most people step into a new year carrying old disappointments, unfinished promises, guilt, and self-doubt. Then they wonder why nothing feels new. You can't expect a new outcome while wearing an old identity. You can't step into 2026 with confidence if 2025 is still controlling your thoughts, habits, and self-image. Picture this: you're trying to move forward, but you're pulling a heavy chain behind you. Every step feels harder than it should. Not because you're incapable, but because you never let go. That chain is your past mistakes, your broken routines, the words you used against yourself, the chances you didn't take, the time you lost, and the fear that kept you comfortable instead of growing. You don't need to carry that anymore. Here's the truth you need to accept. You are not defined by what happened. You are defined by what you choose next. To truly release the old version of yourself, you need intention, not hope. Start by creating closure. Sit down and write a farewell message to the person you were last year. Be honest. Admit where you failed. Acknowledge why it happened. Then make it clear that version of you has completed its role. This works because the mind understands symbolic endings. When you mark the end, you make space for something new. Next, confront the habits that held you back. Identify the few behaviors that quietly damaged your progress: the late-night scrolling, the excuses, the self-criticism, the avoidance, the unhealthy coping. Put them on paper. When habits stay in your head, they hide. When you write them down, they lose power. Decide that they do not move forward with you. Then shift your surroundings. Your environment speaks louder than motivation. If your space looks like last year, your thinking will follow it. Clean what's messy. Remove what distracts you. Rearrange what feels stagnant. Even a small physical change can trigger a mental reset. Pay attention to the way you describe yourself. The words you repeat become instructions your brain follows. If you keep labeling yourself as lazy, inconsistent, weak, or incapable, your mind will obey. Replace those labels with identity-based language. Speak as the person you're becoming, not the one you're leaving behind. Finally, visualize freedom. Imagine placing everything you're done with into a box: the fear, the regret, the wasted time, the false relationships, the doubt. Set it down. Walk away. This isn't fantasy. It's mental conditioning. Your subconscious responds to emotion and imagery, and this process teaches it that you are no longer attached to the past. You don't destroy your old self out of anger. You release it out of respect for how far you've come. Now comes the second shift: upgrading your mindset. Your thoughts are not harmless. They are commands. Your brain listens, your body reacts, and your life follows. Most people change goals without changing thinking. They plan, they promise, they get excited, and then fall back into old patterns. Why? Because the internal system never changed. If your mindset stays the same, every year will feel familiar, no matter what the calendar says. Mindset isn't motivation. It's perspective. It's the filter through which you interpret effort, failure, opportunity, and growth. A weak filter turns challenges into threats and potential into fear. A strong filter turns obstacles into feedback and effort into progress. Listen to the difference. A limiting mindset says, "I'm not ready. What if I fail? I always mess things up. I'm not like successful people." That's not reality, that's repetition. A voice that was repeated until it became belief. But beliefs are not permanent. They can be rewritten. Start by upgrading the questions you ask yourself. Your brain answers whatever you ask it. Weak questions produce weak answers. Strong questions create movement. Instead of asking why you're stuck, ask what one action you can take today. Instead of asking what could go wrong, ask what could go right. Next, clean up your internal dialogue. The voice you hear the most is your own. If that voice constantly criticizes, doubts, and discourages, your brain will follow its lead. Begin speaking to yourself the way a mentor would: firm, honest, supportive, and forward-focused. Even if it feels unnatural at first, repetition reshapes belief. Each morning, set your mental direction. The first thoughts of the day matter. Instead of scrolling or comparing, program your mind intentionally. Decide who you are today. Decide how you show up. These are not empty affirmations, they are instructions that shape behavior. Your mindset is not changed once. It is trained daily. Now let's talk about leverage, learning one powerful skill this year. One skill can increase your income. One skill can build confidence. One skill can change how the world treats you. Most people spread themselves thin, learning a little of everything and mastering nothing. Depth beats distraction. Excellence beats variety. Choose one skill and commit to it fully. Pick one and go deep. Focus for 90 days without switching. Learn using English so your skill and language grow together. And most importantly, create consistently. Output builds confidence faster than theory ever will. Skill building doesn't just change what you can do. It changes who you believe you are. Next, protect your happiness. Success without peace is empty. Train it through small moments. Do one thing at a time. Acknowledge emotions instead of avoiding them. Reduce digital noise. Create daily stillness. Presence is not passive. It is controlled awareness. Finally, take care of the system that carries your dreams, your body and mind. Sleep consistently. Eat with respect. Move daily. Protect your mental space. Read regularly. These are not extras. They are foundations. Energy is the real currency of success. Without it, discipline collapses. And as the world speeds up, return to your breath. Your breathing controls your state. When life becomes loud, your breath brings you back to center. 2026 doesn't need a new version of your effort. It needs a new version of you. Stay committed. Stay aware. Stay disciplined. And walk forward with intention. This is your year if you decide to live it that way.